Hi, I'm Hunter Senshin's Technical Support Director at ScreenFeed. In this video, we will talk about using repeaters in Connect. This video covers the repeater widget, connecting to a data source, editing a repeater, adding other widgets to repeaters, and finishing up with next steps. To get started with repeaters, you will need to log in to Connect. Navigate to screenfeed.com in a web browser. Click the Login button in the top right corner. Sign in with your username and password, then click the Connect button in your account dashboard. Repeater widgets can be used to present connected data repeated in a design over a grid. This design can incorporate components and some widgets from the left side menu alongside data items like text, date-time items, and hosted images dragged from the right-hand panel that will be unique to each repeater cell. Let's get started building a repeater-based app by clicking on the My Apps section, then creating a new app. Next, add a repeater widget by clicking on Widgets in the left menu, then click on Repeater to add the repeater to the App Builder canvas. Click and drag on the widget wireframe handles to manually manipulate the size of the widget. Keeping the widget selected, the right-hand properties panel will show aspects of the widget that can be adjusted. Here you can change the background color of the entire widget, the cell color for all the cells from a color picker or a hex code. You can also adjust the number of rows or columns in the repeater grid all the way down to one cell. With the widget selected, from the right-hand panel, click on Connect to Data Source to connect the repeater to your data. Select your existing data connection or create a new connection. In this example, I'm going to connect to a Microsoft workbook. This connection requires I authenticate with Microsoft and search for the workbook that I want. Then, validate the data, set the frequency of synchronization, and whether or not I want the data connection to be shared. Click Close to complete the data connection, and now, when I edit the repeater contents, I'll be able to drag in data items from the right-hand panel. Let's take a look at editing the repeater contents. Double-click on any cell to edit the repeater. It's often easiest to make changes to the very first top left cell. To add items into your repeater widget from your data source, click on the item in the right-hand panel and drag it onto the canvas over the cell that you're editing. Once placed, you should see the item change to reflect the corresponding data in the adjacent cells. You can add other components such as text, photos, and shapes to the repeater from the left menu. Any text, photos, or shapes added to the repeater that are not from your data source will be the same in each cell of the repeater. If your data source includes hosted image links, you will see them appear in the preview in the right-hand properties panel. The images can be added to the repeater by dragging and dropping them into the cell you're editing. Some data connection widgets can be added to the repeater cell as well. To add widgets to a repeater, double-click on the repeater to edit the cell, click on the widgets from the left-hand menu, then choose the widget you want to add. You can adjust the settings of the widget from the right-hand properties panel. Click on the lightning bolt next to the value to choose a collection or column from the data source connected to the repeater. The widget will now match the information in each cell for each item in the collection. Click Done Editing Repeater at the bottom of the window when you are finished making changes to the widget. Repeaters also can display your designed data over time. With the repeater selected on the canvas, click on the Data heading in the right-hand Properties panel. Then click on Cycle Content. Under Cycle Content, click the arrows to preview how the repeater will look over time. Here you can adjust the cycle duration and transition animation style. Let's finish up with next steps. If you don't yet have a subscription to Connect, go to screenfeed.com/connect to sign up. If you want to learn more about Connect before diving in, you can find more videos and how-to documents in our knowledge base at screenfeed.com/support. If you just want to set up a call to talk content, Connect, or infotainment, we're happy to chat. Send us an email at support@screenfeed.com or give us a call at 1-800-461-3002. Click here to learn more about creating a connection with a Microsoft workbook, or click here to learn more about other data widgets. As always, thanks for watching, and we can't wait to see what apps you make.